from the people who brought you killing enemies in a circle arena to collect rewards, and killing enemies in a circle arena to collect rewards. We now get killing enemies in a circle arena to collect rewards.
Okay, dude. Well, it's not really necessarily like that.
After 3 months,
But
Grinding
okay.
Gear Games decided to bring
I get the
Ritual
joke.
League out of early access and crank the risk versus reward factor to 11 for Path of Exile Ritual League Val or No Balls edition. In Ultimatum League, this Chaos Orb looking version of Clippy will offer you rewards for completing a totally not ritual. Then you get to decide if you want to risk your earnings in another wave for additional reward, or cry on Reddit that the mechanic is too difficult and unrewarding until you can complete all encounters with your shit build on a 20 chaos budget. There are also ultimatum maps that require you to risk an item for the chance of receiving a rarer one. This is the perfect opportunity to lose your hard-earned exalted orbs to a disconnect. Due to lack of ideas, reliquary keys have been added back to the drop pool this patch as a Val-themed version. Creativity.
Well, I want to see a list of what you can get from that. I want to see. I want to see what. I need a list of what you can get from that.
They are even rarer than the ones you found 0 of back in Legacy League, but if you manage to find one, you can sell it for profit. Or crack it open for the chance at some very shiny alchemy shards. Luckily, this creative and never seen before League mechanic is not the only content coming to Path of Exile in 3.14.
No, chat, he edited it. Obviously, you don't just get an alchemy shop. He's implying that the item's going to be trash.
In fact, Grinding Gear Games are finally reworking old League and expansion content from the time where Path of Exile leagues were not afraid to be more than just kill mobs in a circle to get loot. But how did they finally, after all this time, manage to do these reworks, you ask? Well, they literally just implemented what the community has been telling them to do since the very beginning of each respective content update. But if that is what it takes to get one of the best quality of life and tedium reduction patches in Path of Exile history, by all means, let's shut up and just take it. Improvements such as lab trials from offerings, labyrinth enchantments being a selection from 3 options and visible before putting it on the helmet.
This is pretty
Incursion
cool.
temples being itemizable and with that tradable. Rewards from the Omnitact being influenced by the types of rooms in the temple. These suggestions have literally been brought up over and over by the community since week 1 of Incursion League, and only years later, we already have it implemented.
Do you think they're trying to farm karma points from the community?
Priorities.
Do you think the reason they did these community things, because like we've been asking for the shit for the longest time, do you think they're trying to get back rapport with like the fucking triggered harvest frogs?
You might be happy to hear that talismans are finally getting their well-deserved
Yeah,
nerve.
true.
Several people have started to not hide them on their loot filters. A clear sign of the absurd power level of these items. Talismans die.
I know why. Do you know why this is? It's because it's Trade League. I remember like Instability being like, oh man, don't worry about it, bro. Like, just if you're in Trade League, bro, you just type in, just put in like 100 life, just all the stats you need and search, and there'll be a talisman for exactly what you want, man. It's true. It's because Trade League Andes that they could find just really good necklaces for super cheap. Trade League Andes. That's why they're getting nerfed. Which is bullshit, because they were kind of cool. It was kind of exciting to see them in Solo Self-Found, because you'd be like, oh, this could be a good necklace, maybe. Perhaps. Potentially. And fucking Trade League Andes. Shout out to my 5C Talisman. Exactly. They can just get a god-tier necklace for omega cheap. Because they've just got all these really well-rolled ones just dropping, and they're just everywhere, and they just maybe don't have the best anoint on them.
Died, so you can now anoint corrupted amulets.
Fuck you, Trade League Andes.
A
Fuck
bold
you.
move.
Fuck you.
After completely destroying the balance and economy of every other league since release, Split Beasts finally got a nerf. Splitting an item now makes both outcome items unsplittable. That means the 0.1% of richest players will have to resort to one of the other 186 methods of printing infinite exalts. These poor bastards. You can now alt blinded math without being called an idiot. New scarabs have been added. They reworked Abyss.
Well, you think about it, all it does is just changes the next best method, which is still like going to be just as profitable, because everything like chests like that will be more rare. So then the next best way to make the chests and stuff will then be the best method, and then they still earn it. It's just relative, right? It's completely relative.
modules, but just not enough to make Elibos actually viable, of course. Improved incubators, new catalysts,
Do you want me to break
bosses
it down?
now
I
drop
can break
loot,
it down for you if you
endgame bosses now drop new ways to acquire alchemy shards, Piranha's coins cost 30% less risk pain, and much, much more. Oh, and fuck that guy. And on top of that, this time GGG actually made Katarina worth killing. Not like last time they said the exact same thing. No, for real this time.
It won't be.
It will be different for sure. And on top of that, veiled items have been reworked. On the positive side, veiled items now have a low chance to not be vendor trash and can be created using the new veiled chaos orbs. In turn, all bench crafts got nerfed to make up for this insane power creep. I got no idea what all of this implies for crafting.
Wait,
but
what?
that usually
Wait, they didn't nerf. They buffed the one that you get from the Veil, right? They buffed the Veil. They didn't nerf benchcraft. Wait, did they? My understanding was that the Veiled craft will be equivalent to a T1 roll when you unveil it, but then the benchcraft will be just this normal benchcraft. Same, he doesn't know they did nerf some. Like what? Like what? Like what? Chance to avoid ailments is nerfed? Not even, bro. No. Not. Ailment immunity got nerfed? Wait, really? Did they actually nerf it? Wait, does that mean you can unveil like a GG ailment immune? Wait, is there a patch note or something? I don't understand. If people, like, is there patch notes? There's no patch notes, is there? He missed patch notes. There's no patch notes. How did I understand how you know that it was nerfed?
usually means MP's group will make 20 mirrors of this mechanic in the first week of playing. On the negative side, unveiling still exists. Life builds were too accessible and easy to understand as an archetype. That is why GDG crangled life so hard. You need a PhD in life globology to understand the life leech, regen, flasking, and mitigation mechanics.
Simple.
And I am 100% certain that halving your life pool will be the new hardcore meta. New active skill gems include.
Well, it's nuts. It multiplies the value of your recovery by a huge amount, right? And it also, I mean, it seems like a really, really good way to get overleach as well. According to the guy in the interview, the lead diviner said, "Yeah, you're not going to be at full life, so leech won't fall off. So naturally, using exsanguinate, what's it called, petrified blood, will count as if you're not full life. So then, therefore, whenever you drop below that, you've got overleach. So it's like investing in overleach without even getting overleach, right? Pretty nuts." Pretty nuts. Like, it does look insane. I'm saying that I think it's got a reserve cost of 35%, right? 35% reserve cost, which is pretty bad. But 35% reserve cost for, like, fucking, 40, like, a significant amount of recovery and overleach. I mean, fuck, dude. That seems really strong for any build. Really strong for any build.
And halving your life pool will be the new hardcore meta. New active skill gems include Hentai-inspired Arc and a skill that came to be.
I might just pause again just because you guys are dude, shut the fuck up. I'll pause the video when I goddamn want to pause the video, bitch. Who's got the highest T here? Who's got the highest T here, chat? I'll pause the goddamn. I'm deciding to unpause the video right now. Not because I'm just deciding. I'm just gonna pause it just to say fuck you, and now I'm gonna unpause it.
Because GGG forgot that sweep still exists, so they accidentally made a better spell version of it, instead of reworking the existing skill. Most league-specific items can now drop regularly. Yes, this does include Headhunter, which means each Worm's mold is now a free hard attack. So will you take the red pill or the blue pill? Are you excited to reserve half your life pool on your totally tanky Abyssus Berserker and never find a reliquary key while unveiling items for even worse bench crafts? And to all of you who quit Path of Exile forever, after the Harvest Manifesto, we all knew you would come crawling back. You toxic pieces of shit. Subscribe for more Path of Exile memes. I'm Yoji's horrible trailer voice, and I will see you soon.
It's pretty good. I mean, he's pretty good. There it is. Oh, wait, you guys link in the chat as well if you want to see it. Okay.
For all the people
if you want to
who
link
brought
to your
you.
friends' chat, there it is, guys. There it is. Just so you know, I'm not being, subscribe. No, I'm not gonna subscribe. I'm not compelled to subscribe. I'm not compelled to subscribe. It's it's good. It's bad. It's a good, but I'm not compelled to subscribe. I'll tell you what, I'll like it. I'll actually tell you what, I'll like it.
From the people who...
I'll tell you what, I'll like it. I'll give it a like. There we go. Give it a like there. There we go. Steel Mage subscribed. Well, I'm not Steel Mage, am I, yet? Alright? I'm not Steel Mage. Harvest nerf, by the way. Capital D colon. Well, it hasn't been nerfed yet, right? Wait, energy shield 214. 45, 47, 44, 35, 89. Wait, what just happened? So he lost. Why has he got triple? Oh my god.
That's so dumb.
Didn't they nerf this one? Isn't this one nerfed? Am I wrong in thinking that one's been deleted? Did they not delete that one? Did they not nerf the prefix one and suffix one? Oh, they're keeping that one. Okay, okay.
Because he is God damn.